Hi, friends. Doc South here, and just kind of scratching my head, and probably like you are too, over matters financial, doesn't it? I is this happening to you? I mean, honestly, the wife and I work like dogs. We really do. Sandy, you can't imagine someone any busier than her when it comes to her antique business. And she does a good job. She sells a lot of the antiques, restores them nicely, gets them sold. Um, and yet, where's the money when it's all said and done? It's like, one trip to the supermarket or one trip to the car dealership for for a repair, and it's gone, just gone. And and that brings up two things. It's gone. Where'd it go? And how do you get more? And what happened? Gosh, that's three things. All of a sudden, it's every time you turn around, some money comes in, but it somehow slithers out of your pocket before you before you know what hit you. I It's really really weird. Myself, I work. Well, in the summer, I do a lot of DJing, a lot of that. I have a pretty good job at a supermarket, and yet I I know darn well we couldn't put penny one into a savings account because that darn money just goes gone. Uh, Is that happening? I know Sandy and I can't be the only two people on earth who have money just flying out of their wallet. Uh, it's it's just be it would be very interesting to hear what other people have to say about this. I mean, I see homes that around the area that they've got to be $500,000 homes, maybe $1 million homes. How in God's name do the people? How do they buy that? What it's got to be that the money's flying out of their pocket just as fast, if not faster. It's it's amazing how that stuff just whoo, gone. I don't know. It's it's interesting, and you could say, well, some people are charging more than they should for whatever item they're selling or service they're selling. Yeah, but they'll take the money they made, they'll go home, and before they know it, their money's gone. It's right. It's like it's like there should be a magician or something gets on stage and shows how his money disappears out of the big hat or something, the magic hat. Uh, what I want to see is where's the guy who can tell us how to get that money to go back into the darn hat or into our pockets or into our accounts. It's I I don't know. I mean, could it be like I think probably the same thing's happening to the banks too, but they're I imagine if they take in a dollar, that dollar gets could be spread out to could they be using that to back the four or five other say four or five other depositors that need to in other words could that money be jostled around, juggled somehow that $1 can feed five? I don't know. It's it's very interesting, and I mean I guess as long as there's still coffee, there's still hope for the world. But it just seems like the money just goes gone. There it is. It's, don't it seem? I don't know. And especially this time of year, around as we approach the various holidays and such. Or well, they're pretty much gone now for the moment. But you see what I mean? Well, I'm sure most everyone's accounts are very low by now, or the credit cards are up high. Uh, It could be. I mean, could credit cards be causing this? I know Sandy and I, about 8 months ago, 6 months ago maybe, decided to stop using credit cards. And we're noticing that the balance is going down. We're paying on the credit cards, just not using them. And that helps, but that's going to I'll be 90 by the time that gets figured out, by the time that gets settled. I mean, we're putting a little bit extra every month against the credit cards, uh, but the interest on them just really keeps you stepping and fetching. You, it's amazing. It's just amazing how it just goes. Honest to Pete, I've got like a, like the bird catchers use those nets. I got a few of them on my wallet, just so so the money doesn't go flying out. When I'm going to probably get buttons on my pocket so that if I go to reach into to get something, to buy something, I can't I can't get in to get the loot to pay the darn pay the toll, shall we say? It's really really amazing. And the thing is if all of a sudden we all stopped spending money, that would almost be even worse. Because then what do the companies do that sell the stuff or manufacture? Next thing you know, they're stepping and fetching, and maybe they already are. I don't know. Could it be there's just not enough money in the pile? That not enough water in the ocean for all the fishes, shall we say? That might be it. I don't know. Well, anyway, scratching my head. You too? Yeah. Boy. Well, keep going for those bucks when you can, and we'll meet again and discuss it some more. If you got anything you got to say, throw it on the at the bottom of the this webcast. There's always a spot where you can add a little comment or what have you. But honestly, I've got to say, and I'm sure it's the same with you, I don't think I've ever worked harder and been more broke than I'd say the recent last 10 years, I would say. And, and I don't really blame anyone. I just don't get it. Where is it going? What happened? Right? Oh boy. I'll see you later. Enough of my worrying, right? Lord's Prayer moment, if there ever was one. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, the glory forever. So be it. I don't think there was any mention about money in that prayer, was there? No, I don't think so. Anyway, I'll see you later. God bless.